Welcome to a special edition of Gospel Truth with Andrew Wommack. Today, Andrew and Jamie continue their interview with Robert and Elizabeth Muren about their spectacular musical production, The Heart of Christmas. And now, here's Andrew.
You know, one of the very first things that happens in the story of Zargon is you are together with the three wise men. Zargon is the fourth wise man. But one of the things that I like is when you start singing "The Time Has Come."
Yes.
The time has come. And I think that that is a good point when all of these, what are they, princes or priests?
I wonder
Persian?
if they were, I don't know, you know, the Bible doesn't say much about them, just that they were from the East. They were wise men. I think that I'm intrigued by how they were reading the stars, because we know people our days read the stars. I don't think it's the same kind of reading, but the universe declared to them the coming of the king. But I believe that some of them may have been descendants, because, you know, the Jewish people were captives, you know, under Nebuchadnezzar, and they left, and not everyone came back to Israel, so there were many descendants of the Jewish people in Persia. So I totally think that they have the scriptures, and you know, this story, the servant king, the fourth wise man, is inspired or is based from a legend that was written in the 1800s, and then we have taken some things from the Bible and then that story. But I think that it's very interesting to follow the journey of the kings, as you say, and that song, maybe we should play it because it's really special. The moment they realize that they have to go and find the king. You know,
I think that the reason that these wise men from Persia were looking for these stars because of Daniel. Daniel was promoted to be the head of all of the wise men, all of the magicians.
Wow.
And he gave the prophecies that nailed down nearly within a year or so when the Messiah would come. And this was 400 years after the time of Daniel.
Wow.
But just think that if a guy was so famous that he was the head of all of the magicians and all of the wise men, and he gave these prophecies, the people after that would have been looking at it. And I believe they were looking for this. And when they saw an anomaly, that's the reason they associated it with the birth of the king, is because of Daniel's prophecies. So I think that's a big part of it.
Very.
You know, you hadn't said anything, Jamie. How's your impression of this since you perform in it? She's the grandmother.
Yeah.
I have said the old lady, and she always corrects me, but she plays the grandmother in here. So how was this experience acting in this for you?
Well, it's been an experience, but I've really enjoyed it. And
now, I know the answer to all of these questions, but they don't. So have you ever acted before?
No. Well, in God With Us, when Elizabeth talked me into doing that, and I really enjoyed it.
And you said about it?
It's was one of the highlights of my life.
That's not what you said, Jamie. You got to tell the truth. She said, "Oh, this is the highlight of my life." And I said, "Man, I got to step up my game. I haven't been doing too good." But she loved it.
I've changed it now.
Yes.
One
of the highlights.
And then I had to think about doing Ruth because she pretty much carries the story. Mm-hmm. And I just didn't know if I was capable. So anyway, I did it, and I think people have enjoyed it. But I really enjoyed doing it.
I may be prejudiced, but I think you do a wonderful job.
Thank you.
That's the thing. She's like this treasure box, because you know, usually she may seem shy and quiet, but she is a sassy lady.
Yeah.
And I love it, because when you're Ruth, you are so natural. And that's the thing, you know, many people may think, oh, they have Jamie acting because she's the wife, you know. Oh no, she is really, you are so natural. I had other people play this part, but I just have to say, the naturality, is that an English word?
It is good enough.
From now it is. The naturality you have is just amazing.
I remember that you were rehearsing a singing. I can't remember what the original words were, but she was telling this kid to put something down, in any way, she just ad-libbed. She says, "Put that down or I'll knock your little block off." And Elizabeth loved it, so they put that into the deal.
Oh, yes.
I didn't quite know my lines yet, so that just came out.
I just changed the lines to what she says.
But this book, A Servant King, is kind of the book that was given to the part that Jamie plays when she was a little girl, and she hadn't read it in a while, and her kids and grandkids didn't really know it. And so they opened up and started reading this book, and it's the story of this fourth wise man. But you need to explain to them that the very first time we performed this, we didn't have a book.
Right.
It was just talking about it. And so the next time we did it, Elizabeth and Adam Stone, who is a Brit who is over here and helps direct our creative arts department, they actually wrote this book and put it all together, and it was quite a project, and it's beautiful. As a matter of fact, you even photoshopped me into this book. They put my face with a beard onto a fat Pharisee, but you trimmed him down just for me.
Because I didn't want problems with you. So, but you did. I told you, do you want to be in the photo shoot or you want me to just put your face there?
No, I don't remember you asking permission. I think you just did it.
Well,
it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission. But anyway, the point is that Elizabeth and Adam Stone wrote this book, and then Ivar, their nephew, that is one of the leads in this thing. He's the leper that got cleansed and went back and gave thanks to Jesus, but he's one of the main things. And man, what a great voice he's got. He also plays the angel Gabriel.
You know, that scene in this DVD with the angel Gabriel is magic. It's like the most beautiful thing I've seen.
I bring to you good news that will cause great joy to all the people. For in the town of David a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, He's the Lord. And this will be a sign to you. You will find a baby wrapped in clothes and laying in a manger. Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Hallelujah. Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Hallelujah. Glory to God, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. Hallelujah. Glory to God, peace on earth toward men.
You have, he looks like an angel. What
He
did we
does.
say? What did the lady said when someone beside you, I think Daniel maybe told me, that she was watching when Angel Gabriel appears suddenly, the lights comes on stage, and then suddenly someone beside you just said, "Oh, that's my angel." And it's
Well,
true.
really, Ivar, it would be hard to picture an angel any better than Ivar. It's like Robert. I picture Jesus like Robert. I've seen him act
With a
Jesus
wig
out
and-
so many times. So you guys are just great in this. But anyway, this book, I was wanting to just make it clear that you wrote this, the whole storyline and everything, and put it together, and it is just first
And
class.
that's because as we read a book that didn't really exist, we had a lot of people come back in the gift shop and say, "I want the book that she was reading from."
Yes.
And so let's advertise
that
this
came.
book, that if you would like to get this, let me see this book. This is, how many pages? Do you know right off?
380 maybe?
Okay.
Or something like
and
that.
then in the back, you also have,
And in the
are
front.
these Oh,
in the
back
front.
and front. And so
Yes.
you have the DVDs.
They read it.
And this actually is the book read. Is that
Yes.
correct? So
Yes.
it's like an audio book.
Yes.
And does it also have the music in it?
Yes.
Okay, so anyway.
And it's read in character.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have all the sound effects, all the characters, the songs. So it's really wonderful to have
Like
in
a
the
radio
car.
play.
Yes.
And the pictures in here, this is just tremendous.
It's a beautiful book.
I mean, it is a beautiful, beautiful book.
I think just like the family in the story, in the Heart of Christmas, that this becomes like an heirloom. It's a piece of legacy
Yes.
that she's able to pass on from generation to generation. I think this book actually tells the story in a similar way, and I think it's a standard Christmas
Yes.
gift
Yes.
that people can use to give the story, the essence of the Heart of Christmas, to their families, to the young ones, to children, to grandchildren, to pass on the story of.
So the reason I'm mentioning this is that we have this book available, and if you would like to get this, we can get this out to you before Christmas, and this really could become part of your Christmas tradition. And I think just like Elizabeth was saying, many times we get so accustomed to just going through the motions and giving gifts, and it loses some of the specialness of it. And this is a way to bring it back to what Christmas is all about
Yes.
giving. And if you haven't seen this story is just powerful about Zargon, this prince who gives up his entire life. His own family suffers as a result. He actually becomes a leper, ministering to lepers, and gives up his whole life, feels like he's lost everything. But Mary, the mother of Jesus, encounters him right after the crucifixion and tells him, "No, inasmuch as you've done it to one of the least of these, you've done it to me." And so Zargon, without even knowing it, was able to give these gifts to the Lord by giving it to other people.
Wow.
And it is powerful.
It is.
It is really, really awesome. So let's play another portion of this so that they can get a sample. And last time we showed a modern song. This thing goes back and forth between the modern day story, but then they're reading this book, and every time they read the book gets acted out, and there's songs that go with that.
Yes.
So let's use one of the songs from The Servant King, the story of the
Maybe
fourth
the time
wise man.
has come.
Yeah, that would be good. This is where the four princes are in Persia, and they are deciding that this anomaly in the stars is predicting the birth of the Messiah, and that this is what they've been waiting for. And so they start singing this song about the time has come, these four wise men who are beginning to start their journey seeking the Messiah.
The time has come, what we've been waiting for so long is happening before our eyes. The universe declares that a king will be born tonight. The star is shining brighter than it ever has over the land of Israel.
This Jewish prophecy was in an ancient scroll. A child will be born by a virgin in the village of Bethlehem. His name will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Prince of Peace. Now we must send someone to go and find this king, bring him again.
I will find my king, will live for him, will bring him gifts. But what can I give to the king of all the universe? I will find him, for I need to know what made him come into this earth.
The time has come, what we've been waiting for so long is happening before our eyes. The universe declares that a king will be born tonight. The star is shining brighter than it ever has over the land of Israel. This Jewish prophecy was in an ancient scroll. A child will be born by a virgin in the village of Bethlehem.
So, man, all of this is just powerful stuff. Again, I would like to encourage you, if you can possibly make it on December the 7th through the 9th, we've got 4 performances in our brand new auditorium here at Woodland Park in the sanctuary. And we would love to have you come. It's going to be great. But we also hold these up, Jamie. This is the DVD right here. And how long is this?
It's going to be 2 hours, around 2 hours.
A 2-hour DVD. All right, so this DVD is awesome. And then we've got the Servant King book. That's what they are reading throughout this entire story. And it's just powerful.
Well, and the show, too, has comedy.
Yes.
And, drama.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It has every little bit for everything. And children love it when they come to see it. You can bring your children.
Yeah, some of the comedy is this Mustafa is the servant to Zargon, the prince. And he talks about, I brought my binoculars and my GPS.
Master, we've lost everything. The tent, the binoculars, the GPS.
And there's things like this in there, and it's just really,
He really
good.
breaks. He's the only one allowed to break the fourth wall.
Right.
Happy Christmas.
And of course, Adam is Adam.
You see, I told you, no king would want to be born in Bethlehem.
It's Bethlehem, Mustafa.
That's what I said. Now we got to go all the way to Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
That's exactly
Sir, there's no newborn king. Not here in Bethlehem, nor in the palace in Jerusalem.
You see, I told you, didn't I tell you? I told him, fellas, but would he listen to me? Oh no, he's read it in the stars. How can you read the stars? Doesn't make any sense.
My apologies, my friends. So sorry for the trouble. Farewell.
So now what? The Bahamas?
Mustafa, I don't understand because the prophecy clearly said, but you, Bethlehem.
Maybe the prophecy was wrong. I saw a prophet once. Maybe it was a hobbit. I don't remember now.
Mustafa?
Anyway,
Adam is excellent. Adam was actually an actor in England when he got really turned on to the Lord, and he just walked away from all of that. His goal was to win I don't guess it was an
Oscar.
Academy Award, but
Yeah.
But anyway, it was to win all of these, accolades in England. And when God touched his heart, he just gave it all up and came here, not knowing that he would find a place and a place to work here. But now he helps run our creative arts department. He's very involved in all of our music stuff and in all of these theatrical productions.
And may I say, on July 4th, Adam Stone did our 4th of July performance in God We Trust, and it was excellent.
And he's a Brit, and he wrote the best historical July the 4th thing that I have ever seen in my life. It was an hour and a half long?
Hour and a half.
And there was more American history crammed into that. We had people that have lived here their entire lives that didn't know the things that he put in there.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
it was just awesome. So we have already shown a couple of parts of this theatrical production. It's been awesome, but let's go to the one where we're talking about it. We go tell it on the mountain.
Welcome home. See, Ruth, have faith and God will keep us safe and guide us to our destiny.
Oh, my sweet girl. God is always faithful.
Oh, yes, he is, my sweet girl. And that's why we've got to go and tell it to the whole world. How good our God is. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
So anyway, this has just been a tremendous musical, and I am so thrilled that you guys came, and Adam Stone and you put this together, and Adam helps direct it. You do this primarily with students.
Here, yes. Here we do it with students, and
right. There's a few, but it's the majority of this is students.
And it is amazing how that they step up. And this is one of the things that I'll have to compliment you on, Elizabeth, that I've been to these rehearsals, and I've seen people who really don't have any talent as far as acting, and you just draw it out of them. You've got an anointing on you not only to sing and write, but to direct. And you draw things like out of my wife. You get her to do things. Like Jamie will do anything for you. I'll ask her to do it and she won't do it, but she will do anything for Elizabeth.
Or maybe I know what to ask and what not to ask.
You're kinder than I am, I guess. I don't know. But it was just awesome to see the way that these people who have never had any acting, or very few of them have had any acting in their background, and I mean, they are just tremendous. And we mentioned earlier that the Lord has also opened up a door for you to go to the Holy Land experience.
For us
and
to go.
You are, well, that's true. A lot of our students are now finding employment there and are part of this. But you have an ability just to draw things out of people, and it has turned that whole Holy Land experience around. They are now performing Our God with Us.
And Heart of Christmas is coming for Christmas, so it's amazing that up in Woodland Park, we are able in the Bible school to create things together. Our vision is to get the revelation God has given this ministry, and then put music and put it on stage and on songs. And then it's great to do it here, and that is kind of home base where we release the things. But then to be able to have a stage like a whole park in Orlando, and so I just have to say, I think it's an amazing partnership, and you guys have been so good giving us freedom and ability to do that, because I think this is going to be a great blessing, that we can create things here and then that we can take it there. And I tell you, that place is incredible, and it's going to be a to-go place.
Join us again tomorrow as Andrew and Jamie continue their interview with Robert and Elizabeth Muren.
Sometimes a gift.
Once upon a time, many years ago, in the ancient land of Persia,
can change your life forever.
I would like to encourage you to get this Heart of Christmas DVD, 2 hours. And what did you say about this?
I said this will become your go-to Christmas show at Christmas with your family. And we always watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Absolutely.
But this is the truth.
That's right.
Today, Andrew's offering you the Heart of Christmas DVD for a gift of $25 or more. Also available is the Servant King book, which includes 4 audio discs that contain the audiobook and songs from the production. This book is available for a gift of $49 or more. Celebrate the heart of Christmas from generation to generation.
Oh, come thou days, bring come and cheer.
I'll be home for Christmas.
Generation to generation, one family searching for the heart of Christmas.
You can get both the Heart of Christmas DVD and the Servant King book when you order the Heart of Christmas package. This valuable package would be the perfect Christmas gift to share with your friends and family. Get this package today for just $59. Go to our website at awmi.net or call our helpline Monday through Friday from 4:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Our helpline number is 719-635-1111. To write us, use the address on your screen. We appreciate your generosity and hope to hear from you today. Also, mark your calendars to join us for the upcoming Heart of Christmas live production in Woodland Park, Colorado, December 7th through the 9th.
In our third-year School of Creative Arts, you will develop the skills to succeed in the entertainment industry and the character to keep you there. Receive practical training in acting on film and stage.
Everybody has a story. Everybody has something inside of them that is just so powerful, and this is the school that's going to bring it out.
Ignite your vision and take your mountain. For more information on our third-year School of Creative Arts, go to charisbiblecollege.org/3rd year.